Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to rFactor 2 for another video. Now, as you can see, I'm driving the Endurance Series mod by Enduracers, and I am very much looking forward to doing this because this is a league race over at Virtual Online Races. I'll put a link in the description below. And I'm driving in a GT, in a P2 and GTE lineup. I'm driving the very pretty BMW M3 with the art car livery that no one else seems to like apart from me. It's a 75-minute race here at Sebring, so hopefully it'll go okay. Stuff is starting now, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to go to qualifying and then show you my lap, and then we'll go to the race after that. Hopefully all things will be good. I'll try and talk as much as I can throughout the race. Usually I'm quite bad at doing that. You've seen maybe the VEC videos where I struggle to talk and drive, but I'll try and keep you guys up to date with what's going on, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy it. So I will be back in qualifying. Here we are then on my out lap. Probably thinking, Jimmy, why are you in the GT? You're a prototype driver, and that I am usually. I'd probably say I'm more of a downforce driver than a GT driver, but two reasons really. Firstly, because I haven't driven GTs for a long time, and I want to not get too rusty of them. And also, I thought it'd be a good learning experience for me as a prototype driver from VEC to drive a GT for a bit. You know, see what it'd be like to be in that lap traffic, and see what it's like to be in the other person's shoes. So that way, hopefully I'll get a better understanding of lapping other traffic, and obviously not involve myself in so many incidents that I seem to be able to, although arguably not my fault, but still. Anyway, coming on to our flying lap now. Maybe I'll probably go quiet when we get there, but oh yeah, by the way, this car sounds awesome, so I'll get around this around the mall, pin it, turn up the engine boost, and away we go. Qualifying lap, boys. So braking pretty late. The sunset bend. Get the nose turned in nice. Step on the throttle. Check my brake bias is where I want it to be. Good, it is. Now over the line to start our flying lap. Putting right over the right hand side. Up to 6th gear. Down to 4th. A little bit wide off the apex there. I carried the speed through. You can see the car struggling to keep any grip around there. Again, same for this corner. A little bit fast. The first left-hander. There you go. Sort of semi-tidy through there. A little bit on edge, but what you expect in qualifying. Right, just after the 400 meter board. First gear. Trying to hook the tyre on the curb there before accelerating out. A little bit of traction control on to help out. The car can be quite tail happy. Of course, I've got a 75-minute race coming. I really don't want to burn those rear tyres. We'll talk about strategy in a minute. Been an awful lap so far. Try not to lock the wheels too much. Tower can bite me. Hate that corner so much. Not really sure where I expect to be. I haven't driven against these guys in these cars before in the Endurance Series mod. A little bit fast through there. Front washing out. Understeer. Same again for Le Mans. Gonna try and carry the speed. Sideways. Just about kept that under wraps. Sixth gear now, again looking for our braking zone. There it is. Trying to lock the wheels too much into there. If I keep doing that in the race, I end up with some pretty cooked tyres. I don't want to be doing that. So across the line, let's see what it does for us, shall we?
The lap was a 2-0.
Not too bad. See if we can go one more time.
9-3.
Well, qualifying over, and yeah, I put in a decent lap in the end. I was only 4 tenths off Bailey, who took the pole in the end. I qualified 3rd. Adam 2nd. My teammate from VEC, Nate Lobson, 4th, and Shellston back in 5th. So yeah, pretty decent session. Better than I thought I would do anyway. Not sure if I'm able to keep that up in the race, but we'll see, I suppose. The idea of this race, for me, strategy-wise, is to take medium tyres, fuel it for the entire race, and try and get to the end on one set of tyres without stopping. So going to be an interesting mix of fuel saving and being kind to the tyres while trying to maintain some sort of pace, which will keep things interesting, definitely. I did want to include a webcam in this, so you guys could see me driving, but the webcam I have is very broken. I thought, oh, I'll try it out. I'll just try and see what happens, and I plugged it in and I got a blue screen. So I'm going to leave that for now. But yeah, race coming up. Well then, here we are, sitting on the grid. Qualified and third, like I said before. Manual rolling start procedure will happen, so I'll be in a line behind Bailey and Hodge, so wait for them to put away. 25 frames a second on the front straight, that's nice. Recording at 60 frames a second, of course, so it's taking its toll a little bit. A little bit of synchronising, don't like the sound of that. Hopefully it all goes okay. Just go into gear. There's that glorious Aston in front of me. I'll be following the guy to the left of me. I'll wait for these prototypes to go. If they can go. There they go. Oh wow, there goes Norm, who shouldn't have done that really. Come on, baby, get going, getting warm. Wah! I hate waiting. Waiting's so boring. There you go. Hopefully we'll get our frame rate actually appear a bit now as we move away from the Why are we going so fast? I thought the pace that was a bit slower than this. I guess not. We'll just catch up to the back of Hodge, so I'll get in trouble. Norm's having issues apparently. Yeah, I'm happy to be racing with these guys again. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of racing at VOR. A lot of names that I used to race with back a long time ago, especially Shella, you can see there. I raced with him in Stroll GT, I think last time it was us racing together on track, so it's awesome to be back again. This is my first race for a while here, so I'm not going to be going 100,000,000%. I'm just going to be trying to have a clean race, and especially as I've got to make this fuel last to the end as well. I'm being nice and gentle in this outlap, trying not to use many revs. Just watching the gap in front of me as well, making sure I keep enough distance. That's what this race is going to be. I'm going to try and make it the old school stream of old consciousness, so whatever I'm thinking, or whatever's going through my mind as I'm driving, I'm going to try and bring you in to your sitting literally shotgun inside my brain. Two Astons in front, Aston OP, please nerf. Porsche behind me, Corvette behind him. And I'm of course in the glorious BMW art car that you saw at the start of the video. I know you like it. Don't pretend that you don't like it, because everyone does. Peek over to make sure the recording is recording. Good, it is. You're going to see this. Not quite sure in what capacity. I'm using the Formula Room today, just because it's convenient for me. Means I haven't got to change my room, and also it has all these buttons on that I like to use as well. So, and to be fair, all the all these cars now have these sort of weird F1 style rims now. So, anyway, gonna wait till we get around sunset, then take the gears down, launch away, probably in second, I guess. Make sure my brake bias is where I want it to be. Good, it is. And away we go. 75 minutes of Sebring at VOR.
That lap was a 3:30.9.
Good lap there. What's it telling me it was? My line shallow there, it seems, compared to the guys in front, letting the car drift out wide. I wonder how aggressive everyone's going to be at the start of this race. Nate showing me already that answer. Oh, right up the inside of Adam. Not quite intentional. Outbraking myself a bit there. Luckily no contact made between the two of us. And make sure I am aware of these brake temperatures being where they should be. Imagine Nate to be quite feisty here because I think he didn't have as good a qualifying as he would have liked to. That Porsche is a rocket off the corners. Yellow flag there, I think it's a P2 off, I didn't quite see who it was. Let's use some of these revs, shall we? Using all the curb on the outside there. Let's see what this Porsche is like in a straight line. We've got a bit of a toe from the Aston in front. Porsche's got a toe on us, yeah, starting to pull me in a bit now. Right to the top of 5th gear before shifting for 6th. Oh, car trying to step out on me there, even with traction control. She's a feisty one.
That was a 2:02.
Now you'll see my fuel on the right. I want to make sure that time left gauge is higher than the one you can see at the top of my little HUD there. It currently says 72 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. I want to try and beat that time. Now I do have different boost settings available to me in the car, different engine management modes. I'm currently running the leanest. I'm not sure if I'm going to let Nate past or not. I'll go to the outside. What it feels like doing. Oh, there he goes. Don't think it's worth me having a big fight with him right now, seeing as I just can't compete with that Porsche off the corners. He might go and disrupt Bailey and Adam in front of us, so Taylor behind me now. Someone definitely to keep an eye on. Show an old hand at this, especially in GTs. Although so is Bailey and so is Adam, pretty much. You know, Bailey, before I knew him, did all his endurance racing in GT, so he knows his way around a GT. As for me though, variable like noob in comparison. Variable noob, I don't know what that means. I'm finding it really hard at the moment. I'm concentrating quite hard on driving because I want to sort of try and stick with these guys if possible, but at the same time give you guys good commentary. And this thing revs to about 9 grand is the rev limiter. About 8.8 is where we start losing power, or 8.7 I should say, so I try and shift before then. Looks like back off was late. I'm actually enjoying the Shadow line a bit more. Oh, fight behind me, Perez and Stenbeck going side by side. Looks like Shadow had a bad run.
1.5.
Again, taking that Shadow line and letting the car just work its way out. Got to be careful of that curb though, it does like to pick up the car in a nasty way. Ran over a bit of grass there, locked the tyre for a split second. Don't want to be doing that too much. Got to make these tyres last to the end. Again, you can see in the bottom right hand corner a tyre wear. Wow, the Porsche is so much stronger through that part of the circuit, I just can't compete with it. Oh, really drove that into the corner then. Yeah, one of my criticisms of this mod is it doesn't really give you much feel when you lock the tyre. That's about the only bad thing I can point out with it. This is probably the best mod available for rFactor 2 at the moment. Yeah, the cars are a bit old, but for the driving it gives you, I don't really care, to be honest. I'm wondering how the P2s are going to be when they eventually get to us. I'm not sure how many laps time that's going to be. Looks like this Perez guy is pretty quick. I think he's actually in a BMW, so that should be pretty even matching for him and I. Oh, wide there. Very easy to do. Used to almost driving a downforce car. I can't quite get the nose to stick where I want it to. It's like I'm running quite low on straight line speed compared to everybody else. Maybe running higher wing or a lower boost. I don't know. Oh, that's not good. Really heating up those tyres. Don't want to be doing that too many times. That is how you cook the tyres. You see that the percentages just drop that rear left tyre down to 94%, up to nearly 300 degrees or over 300 degrees I think I saw there. Just from braking a bit too late. I do that too many times, the tyres will be shot and I will have to pit, which will pretty much put me out of contention. But any sort of decent result, again, getting on that grass there, trying to avoid that. Just using third because it's stable. Shifting down a second. Blast out. Again, tyres warm at the rear now. Very easy to dance with if I want to dance. A bit of a fight up front. Car just not slowing down there. Maybe the brake duct isn't set well enough. Car will get faster as the stint goes on. Fuel really does make a big difference to how this car handles. No, a tower can bite me. I just hate that corner so much. Doing an okay job though at the moment. I'm falling back from the top three definitely, but I expected that. The qualifying lap was a bit confusing because I didn't know how I went that fast, but oh god, that's a bad one more. That's how you lose time through there. Try and just rectify that bit really. Just a little bit down the straight, didn't really do anything. If anything, just cost me fuel. Oh, there you go. Braking in more of a straight line this time. Not putting that pressure on the outside tyres. Oh, spin behind me, Perez into the wall.
The lap was a 2:02.06.
Pushing a bit too hard it seems. Easy to do in these early stages. Especially when you start seeing people drive away from you, you push a bit harder to get there. This being, I guess this is a sprint race, but it's a long one at that, so there is time for people to come back to you and strategy, etc. As I make a hash again of the first section, I need to just brake more. Now, Shella behind me now. It's always good when you know someone, you know who you're driving against, you know what they're capable of, what moves they will pull, if any. Braking a little bit early there. Just not quite settled into this car yet on this stint. Still feeling around the edges, so to speak. Top three though, having a good time of it seems. Not something that I can replicate in terms of pace, but Bailey pulling away a little bit. Hodge and Nate having a good little scrap. Hope one of them's recording. Now the guy on 25th, Van der Voorde, is a E2, so he'll come through too soon. But he's like just for trap position. But hopefully he'll be clever and do it in a clever place. Because he's already had an issue and had to pit already, so hope he doesn't ruin someone else's race. You see him in the mirrors there, lights ablaze. You can hear him coming. I'm not going to give him sunset, he can wait. I'll use that P2 grunt now, there he goes. Still waiting for him to go, where is he?
That was a 2:02.06.
This P2 is not quite as fast as I thought they would be. Well, someone's lost a bit of body work there. Being a little bit enthusiastic there, the curbs. I actually sort of rely on the car to slide a bit there. I should stop doing that because that's bad for the tyres. Starting to pull a little bit of a gap now to shallow, which is sort of what I want to be doing. A little bit of a bubble at the moment, hopefully that'll change soon. I want to find myself in bubbles in these races. Well, so far I'm feeling okay, you know, the car, although it's a GT car, is feeling good. Should probably make a point to say that Enduracers, as I said earlier, is probably my now favourite mod in rFactor 2, or the Endurance Series mod I should say. It's not, they told off the race department I think for calling it the wrong thing. It makes sense. I think it's the highest compliment that I can give it. It punishes you if you drive like a moron, but if you really hustle the car into a corner, you can get time out of it, and you can be consistent with it as well. The first time I drove this mod, I drove a P2 around into Lagos, and I drove a full tank of fuel. Literally, I jumped in the server in the car I'd never driven before. Did a full tank of fuel and ended up, I think, having 30 laps or so covered by a second, getting slightly quicker as the fuel came out. And I think that's just fantastic that I can do that. Oh, again, trying to steer out of it a bit there. Just hit a bump and the car got away from me. That might be how people die around here. The guys in front just pulling away. I can't match that sort of pace at all.
2:02.46.
Yeah, just driving a bit close to the wall that time. Felt a bit quicker. Got to stop putting that wheel in the grass. Like, it upsets the car into this braking zone. I haven't really learnt from it yet. I just keep doing it. Now I know from the test race that Nate had issues with tyre wear as the race went on. I mean, my rear left is looking quite scary from this point in the race. I would like to be a bit better than that. But obviously, you've got to keep in mind that was with quite a big slide through Sunset. No more of those. Hopefully, I should be okay. I do have that traction control on as well. Stop me from sliding the rear tyres too much, or at all. You're getting quicker there for the first sector with the fuel starting to come out. There'll be a certain point where that crossover comes where the tyre wear gets too much, as we have Oscar coming through now. Sort of blue flag notification there, that's pretty cool, I like that in our little TV. I'm going to assume that's Oscar, he was a second up in qualifying on anyone. Ooh, understeer. Just turning in a bit late there. I think this is Tommy Oyala. Nipple stream, please. So that's 2 P2s gone through now. Let's hope they're always courteous, shall we? And before I get killed by the next P2. It's interesting being on this side of things, because I've obviously got one eye on my mirror and one eye ahead of me.
That was a 2:01.47.
Not sure if that's a lag there or just a... trying to break the prototype there, can't break that well. Nice last lap there, almost binned it, trying to follow a prototype into a braking zone. That's interesting, that's something I've not experienced for a long time. I think that was probably Lewis. Come on, brakes. They sort of worked there. Wanted brakes that work, please. Stay predictable, stay on this side. P2 not very decisive it seems, could have got it done there quite easily. Maybe I wasn't clear enough in communicating. Fuel's looking okay at the moment. Could be a bit better though, we might get an extra lap, so I might just shift a little bit earlier, just so I'm a little bit of a buffer there. And a little bit too fast into there, keep doing that. That wasn't good either. Trying to avoid these sort of tyre sliding moments. Still 3 seconds back to Shella. That gap is sort of staying at the same sort of gap, which is good for me. I don't want to be fighting with Shella, he's a very experienced guy. I'd rather stay ahead of him if I can. Mr. McComas in the pits.
The lap was a 2:02.53.
Yeah, now we're getting some P2 to try and get up the inside here. I'm not going to give it to them. Just going to get off the throttle just a little bit earlier. Let's get these guys through, so I haven't got to try and adjust my line too much afterwards. Just trying to accommodate that P2 a little bit. It was literally only about 50 metres earlier and I would get onto the brake and result in them going through pretty nicely, so happy times to everyone. Going to the left early here because I want to take my line if possible. I want to make the prototype the difficult thing. Because that prototype has agility that I don't. Just keep looking at the mirror after every corner exit. Been good so far. Shella again starting to that gap fluctuating, this time in his favour. Be good as well if I can save a little bit of boost, a little bit of fuel, because I know I can turn the boost up at the end if I need to. That's Lee out, that's a shame. Wonder what happened to him. Again, just try and make sure the car doesn't slide too much, but taking as much speed into the corner as I can.
The lap was a 2:02.15.
I'm really bad at that corner. You can't. It's really hard tackling it without downforce. I'm not used to it. The car moves about so much in the during the corner. So with a downforce car, you're just stuck. With this, not so much. Can hear another prototype behind me. There it is. That should probably get to me about Cunningham-ish, depending on how good they are on the brakes here. There are a couple of people that I'm not really looking forward to being lapped by. People who may be inexperienced in the prototype. They will pull to the left now. So far they've been very good. I'm hoping that continues. I feel looking good. See that the consistency I'm able to put in with this mod. Also know I can go faster in quite a few areas as well. There's that base consistency which is just always there, and I think that's fantastic to be able to do that in a sim, especially when you're lacking a lot of the feel you would in a real car. To have that feedback through the wheel, there'd be enough for you to put in consistent lap times is pretty outstanding, especially from a mod, something that isn't officially backed. A lot of the black marks there. I sort of pumped the brake a little bit going into that corner because it's so easy to lock a tyre, do some damage. This P2 should hopefully be past after C1.
1.36.
bit naughty there, but I guess I could have just got out of the way, made it easier. That Crone racing car, I feel like I should just hit that in principle. Don't try and follow the prototype into the braking zone. You're not a prototype, Jimmy. Oh, that curb catching me and the guy in front out there. That was interesting. Is Yellow still staying in that little bubble, that little time? Somewhere between 2.5 seconds and 3.5 seconds is pretty much where we've been the entire race so far. I wonder if he's just chilling out. Waiting for me to do something stupid, because let's be honest, that's more likely to happen than not. Bad run onto Sunset there, off Le Mans. The crucial corner, I don't really get it right that often. Crucial because it comes onto a straight, so any time I lose coming off that corner is then multiply going down the straight. Same with Sunset as well, you get a good run off of here, you just gain time exponentially.
The lap was a 2:02.53.
Yellow there for a second. There it is again. You think who that is? It's like the prototypes. All of them had a coming together, it seems. Very scary. Oh god. Didn't like that very much. Come on dude in front, I shouldn't be catching you in the braking zone in the DT. Got the gap only a second separating the top three. Shame I can't be part of that really. I just have to hope that my effort of saving tyres is going to come back to me as the race progresses. Fingers crossed. Feels good. Got about plus 5 minutes or so, which is at least 2 laps I think. So we should be good if a white flag drops early or late. Use second gear there for a bit of launch. Now here's one of the prototypes I'm worried about. Okay, that was a good pass from them. Love the reverb in RF2. You get near to a wall, the sound just bounces back at you.
1.73.
Although the coupe, haven't seen one of those all race. I wonder what car Nick is in. See, I try and drive it like a downforce car and try and drive out the corner really early, let the downforce pick up on exit, but obviously I haven't got that, so the car just understeers off to the right. Car does feel nice though, it's feeling good. Nice and predictable, what I like in the car. Oh, another yellow flag. Hope it's not too serious. Like everyone's moving again from what I can see. That sort of driving, well, it's a bit faster to slide the car that way, isn't good for the tyres. Luckily we wore our... Oh dear, that was fast into there. Sort of weird tyre wear in terms of it being equal. I guess that rear left happened when we had that massive slide. It's in between second and third here. .3 is about right for fuel. You can see that last. That means my last time around I used 2.3 litres for the lap. Ideally I'd use 2.2, but I think 2.3 is as good as I can do while sort of maintaining a decent speed. That yellow Corvette staying in my mirror.
1.36.
I love how the car feels through there. True, it's not a prototype and it doesn't stick, but it just has this fantastic movement to it. The car feels alive. I've not felt anything like that in any other sim, or any other mod, or any other car. So big props to the guys at Enduracers for making this car believable. Time's flying by, nearly down to half an hour elapsed. So far it's looking like we won't need to make that pit stop, which is good. I'm just wondering how my car is faring compared to those around me. I slide the car through tower. I maintain that cars that don't have high downforce or a lot of downforce are always slightly faster going through corners sideways, only slightly. I'm not talking about drifting, I'm talking about using slip angle. It's not really sustainable, the tyres will wear quicker, but I think it is faster to be sideways sometimes. I would say that because deja vu enthusiast. I need to get that better. Dithering a bit on the apex. Well, I'm doing that to try and save the tyre. I think I'm doing successfully. So
1.63.
a different line for there this time. Felt quick, but I was on that curb quicker than I wanted to be. Riding the curb through there is quite difficult. Really wants to throw you off. That's Mr. McComas. He's coming back through the field after his early off. I'm saying that, looks like he's just spun again, so that's distracting me a bit going into the hairpin, but we should be okay. Oh, slide that I really did not want. That rear left getting punished, look at that. And 80% now. Boo! So easy to get distracted by numbers, especially when information is absolutely everywhere. Oh, here he comes. No, that's not McComas, that's another P2. I'm sure they're quite far down or not. They're definitely not part of the lead group. In fact, I hope he doesn't try it at Le Mans, because that's a really silly place to try and overtake. It's not going too goody. Put in front of me, give me that dirty draft. I love dirty drafts. Again, car trying to step out on me, hadn't to put it back there. Perhaps losing a bit of time doing that. That rear left is going to be the victim.
That was a 2:01.85.
on, get in there. Understeering a bit now. Running over that curb isn't going to help our exit either. Need to brake a bit earlier. Seems like maybe the brakes are getting a bit warm. Ooh, downshifted by mistake. I was very lucky that I didn't blow up the engine then. Throwing the car over the curbs at Tower. Just ignoring the fact now the curbs are dangerous. Bloody hate the curbs at Tower. Ah, sideways. I don't like getting sideways. Not the fastest way through the corner. McComas looks like he's now coming onto Yella. Hopefully it's an easy overtake for him. Doesn't hold up too much. Last thing I want is for our battle to be decided by a P2, which is a long way down. About as wide as I dare there.
That lap was a 2:01.40.
Perfectly timed then for that P2. That was bad. Hit the curb in the wrong point. Oh, McComas right on me now. Got worried about being passed. And he's trying to let the guys behind him through as well, because he's being lapped by his P2 class, so this is very interesting in terms of trying to let people through. Oh. Don't really like being forced inside there. Hurry up and do it, Jerry. Getting forced onto the curb there. Oh, dude, this guy shouldn't be in the P2. They feel like that are a bit scary. I'm not too confident in traffic. There's that with scary things happening. It's a challenge to break the car on a straight line there.
That was a 2:02.19.
Hashtag not a P2. Turn in, please. Had to get off the throttle there. Away through the corner, I would not have made it. About as neat as I'll do that, even though I was in between gears again. Bit of an oversight there, my gearing to do that. I wonder how the guys in front are doing with their tyres and their fuel. We're still looking good, it seems. We're aiming for a 202 this lap though. That is McComas. So he's going to have to come back past again now, which is scary again. Ah, get in there. Having that understeer there, the front just washes out. It's so hard to be able to do what I want.
The lap was a 2:01.64.
Oh my god, turn in. Absolutely zero turn in that time. He's just going to wait, which is good for me, because I haven't got to worry too much. Well, there's yellow in the background. That's interesting. I think I was pretty fair there, I just followed my line. Maybe I could have went a bit further over there. Accommodated that a bit better. I don't think I did anything wrong though. I'm not being overtaken there. Oh, give me a slipstream. Thank you. I'll turn in it. Fucking behemoth. Where are we now, Field? Yeah, we're in a good place now. Those two laps put us back where I want it to be. One way of doing that. Is coming back through again. Thing is, it looks like he sort of, every time he gets to each other, the time goes up a little bit, the gap goes up, so I think he's starting to hinder him a little bit. Thing is, they are racing for overall position, so I guess that's just how it is. It's just annoying when it's someone that should be a bit higher up, you know. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. It looks like he had damage at the start. We passed him in the pit lane, didn't we? Oh dear, that's not good. Car initiates drifter for lols. Up to the rear left tyre getting more and more worn. That guy's not hanging about, is he? McComas on the grass in a straight line. Man, I'm scared. Let's hope he gets past. Come on, go.
The lap was a 2:01.67.
Understeering is happening. Gap to the guys in front has just gradually got bigger and bigger. They're still having a nice fight though, which is pretty cool. Is Bailey still leading it? Yep, he is. There's still Bailey, Adam, Nate, and me in the GTs, so we're running 4th in class, which is not a bad show at all. Oh god, I'm starting to wear the tyres a bit now. I can feel it when turning in, it's sliding a bit more. Start getting to this point where the tyres get warmer and you start sliding, and because you slide they get even warmer, and because they're warmer they slide more, and just a cycle of death that awaits after that. Yellow flag. Sure, this is Oscar coming through again. Now he's in one of those cars. Don't even know what those cars are called. I think they are, because I think that's Tommy O behind them. Always scary getting caught by leaders, because they don't want to give up any time at all, and nor would I if I were in that position. Let's try and get us all through the corner as quick as we can, you know. Okay, that was terrifying. I was going to go wide then, but P2 said no. I did not. Over half an hour left now, and this race has gone pretty quickly. It's been uneventful for us in terms of actual positions, but in terms of on-track action and actually enjoying the driving, it's been pretty good. There's the P2s around, keeping me alert. Again, a sort of new experience to me, or an old experience that I haven't lived for a while, in driving a GT car with faster cars around. I do enjoy being the fastest class though. Just removes one more element, and as a racer it sort of satisfies me because I'm overtaking things even if they are slower than me. Say for example in the Nissan, if I were to hypothetically be smashed off the road and first 5 laps, you know, it's a little bit better having someone to overtake, even if they are other classes, and just sort of driving around on your own, just trying to catch people. A bit close to that wall there, gotta be careful of that. Use all that curb on the exit. It's like, oh, Shadow's fallen back nearly 4 seconds the first time this race. Maybe something to do with being passed by prototype traffic. I imagine it is. They weren't too kind to me, and there it is, half an hour remaining.
That was a 2:01.50.
Again, doing pretty consistent lap times. Most of my own devices are all about within the same couple of attempts, which is cool. This has been a good experience for me to do this again, because I think every prototype driver should drive a GT race every now and then, or drive as a GT, just to get used to how it is. You have so much less agility in a prototype car, so when, you know, someone comes from 2.5 miles back for an overtake around the outside of the corner when you're already drifting out wide, I can understand now how that's frustrating and pretty dangerous for a GT car. Well, GT cars and VEC are lucky because the one I have is the prototype I have is not agile at all. But it's still good to do it. Oh, yellow flag. It's McComas. Luckily he's staying ahead of me this time. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I think I probably could have got away with running softs almost. No, softs would be a little bit too much, I think. I don't think the payoff at the start would be worth it for the sort of slowing down at the end of the race. 5 seconds down the gap to Schiller. Maybe his tyre's starting to wear. 20 seconds now to Bailey in the top 3 in class. No podium for Jimmy today, unless there's a mistake up there. I can't catch them on pace. Well, I'm okay with that. Oh, Jamie in the pits, Mr. Otis.
That was a 2
Oh,
0
VEC setup board.
1.08.
Car's starting to feel a bit nicer now, but less short on it, definitely. A bit more agile at the start of the race. Obviously got to be wary of these tyres. That's the thing though, like, the car does get faster, it just becomes more slippery, more slidey. And that's the same in the prototypes as well. That's something that I really liked about how fuel comes out of these cars and how it affects the handling. Because a lot of mods, as the tyres wear, you can't go any faster as the fuel comes out, because the tyres are just worn to a point where we're sliding too much. Not in this. Lifted out that one a bit. Getting past now. Don't want him overtaking me up here. Draining a bit now because I don't want to follow any of these prototypes. Oh, guy in front. It's a bit loose out of there. Seen a couple of guys do that already. 6 seconds to show now. Maybe his tyres are gone. Not a good place to be in with still over 25 minutes to go. What I don't want to be doing there is getting sideways coming out of that. That's the acceleration zone.
That was a 2:01.99.
Check fuel next time I'm on a straight. Yeah, still looking good. Or something you pick up as well when you do a lot of sim racing, is just the ability to take information in very quickly. Very helpful as well in endurance racing, especially when you have teammates on the radio asking you about various numbers. Oh, Shadow's in the pits. Maybe he's not on the same strategy as we are, but that's that done for me now, so I'm not going to worry about Shadow behind me. Garth is the next person back, he's 30 seconds back. Lucas in front of me. The gap's coming down slightly actually, so hey, maybe it'll swim back our way, who knows. I doubt it. They're probably just having a fight, but it'd be pretty cool if that did happen. I want to get so sideways out of there, but car just wants to do it. P2 behind us, can hear it coming. Not like she'll be able to hit anything over this screaming BMW. What I do? Let's be careful, it's braking again. Car wanting to slide, the front sliding a little bit there. We escaped that though. I'm not too bothered about the front left siding. Look at the front left tyre compared to the rear left tyre in terms of wear. It's interesting that.
2:01.68.
Using the engine braking there to help me turn in. Yellow flag. Who's that for? That'd be Jerry. It's for Jerry. Where is he? Oh Christ. P2 that I just cannot escape. Looks like Hodge has dropped off a little bit, maybe a mistake at the top. We've gained about 3 seconds on him. I guess he got into a fight, maybe went wide somewhere. I don't expect to catch any of them on pace. There's Mr. Miller. I guess that's a prototype. I wonder why he's that far back. He's a prototype, I'm looking at his top speed right now. Maybe, yeah, he's pitted, so strange that. Prototypes have to pit, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Nick leading, nice. Probably because of stops, I think, but still cool to see him leading. Didn't see where he qualified though.
The lap was a 2:01.43.
All I can do is be consistent, and I'll hope that something happens up front in terms of me catching these guys. I'm not going to catch them on raw pace. I'm okay with that. I sort of knew that at the start of the race, that it was going to be difficult to keep Nate behind me, and I wasn't surprised at all when he was faster, so I thought it was just best to let him go. McComas, 5 seconds behind, looking scary as always. Oh, that isn't McComas, that's someone else behind me. They're a bit closer. Can you go, please? Not quite taking that corner right. There's a little bit of a camber to it. I'm not quite getting it the way it should be. Like Tower, where there's just no camber, only tiers. Oh, that's bad through there. Yeah, Adam pulling away again. Just pace I just haven't got. I'll just keep putting these consistent laps, just under 20 minutes to go now. Still time for their tyres to fall off a cliff, hopefully. I've seen how Bailey drives, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of his tyres is looking very sorry for himself right now.
That was a 2:01.71.
Oh, car. Threatening to break loose at the rear there. Here's Jerry. Who is that? Oh, it's a graph. It's Norm. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a bit of the wear now and how the car drives. A little bit lethargic on turning. It's to be expected. I'm sort of lucky now that I haven't got to compete with or keep looking in my mirrors for each other. Just got to keep an eye on this Mr. McComas and his adventures. Because this is for overall position, guys, so I should fight him, really. I'm being sarcastic, I would never do that because this wouldn't end well. There's a straight, hopefully it'll blow by, and whoever this will get by as well, hopefully. I always get scared when I go up the side of Sunset because I can't really see him that well. I haven't got to look left or look right map. I don't really need to have it mapped usually because it's what makes me ill. When I watch videos back and someone has that map and you end up just like sort of jerking to one side and it's just not nice to watch. Oh, I got that wrong. I missed that. What better doing that and saving the tyres. Well, there's no one really around me, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. I think if I did that consistently it would be a problem, but okay, I won't be. What are you doing? Silly git. I live the inside. No, we'll go the outside. Who is that silly Billy? Mr. Bailey. Ah, VEC driver. Should know better. How patient is this guy going to be? I think these guys are in position. I can't really have you overtaking here. Sorry, mate. "15 minutes left, Nick, still leading." I wonder what he's doing up there. I wonder if he's trying to pull like a no-stopper in the P2. I'm not even sure if that's possible. It'd be impressive if he does it. Well, here comes someone in now. That might even be Nick. It is Nick, there you go. Well, that shut me up. Nick's in the pits.
That lap was a 2:02.61.
Well, I was had to turn out of that then, or I would have just been punted. I understand now why GT drivers hate prototype drivers. I can see how that happens, but I always think you should drive the opposing class just to get an idea of what the other driver has to deal with. I think this has been an eye-opener for me. Make sure that rear left tyre's nice and warm, shall we? Yeah, it's a great idea. Hey. Oscar inherits the lead back as Nick pits. Well, Nick's going to have a short fuel stop, so he might end up still in the top lot. I even turned the full speed back down for this event, and my wrists are still aching. rFactor 2 full speed back, boys. At the point now where my concentration is starting to wander a little bit, just because I've got no one really around me. The yellow flag, I wonder what that's for. I wonder if it's our mate Jerry. That's GT. Where is that? Seems that GT will be lapping. This is Josh Anderson, VOR Round 2 broadcaster. Ooh, close to that wall there, Jimmy. Yeah, that all went wrong there at the apex. Just got in a bit too tight. And that pushing the car wide. That gap to the guys. Oh, another 5 seconds on top of that. See, those guys, those top three are really pushing each other. I wonder if Nate's got enough to challenge Bailey. Starting to side the car more now. I shouldn't be doing that too much. Still got to get to the end of this race. I'm going to go the outside here. And look, the sensible P2 goes to the inside. Doesn't try to go around the outside on the grass. That off a little bit. Power! Okay, not 4x4 off-road boys. Pretty sure that's what this car is known for. It's supreme off-road ability. I never actually saw this car race aside from the art car version that I'm driving now at Lamore. Never watched any ADAC stuff, so okay, would be a nice simple overtake. And such a bubble, 40 seconds behind me and 20 seconds in front for the next GT. And he really cut across my line there. I even let off to let him through.
That was a 2:02.67.
Fuel is looking very good. Nothing to worry about there. No point turning it up or anything though. Even with extreme turbo booster, I will not catch anyone. Also puts quite a strain on the engine of the car. Jesus Christ, car behind nearly punts me there. Really wants to punt me apparently. Is that a P2 that the front end behind me? Ultimate straight line speed I guess, but scary nonetheless. The Comus now catching up with the top GT guys. In before yellow flag and I'm racing him again. That was dangerous, I nearly went too wide there on the entry and he ended up braking on the grass, still made a mistake halfway through it. Being caught a bit from behind now, but it doesn't really matter that much at this point. 10 minutes left, they're not going to gain that time on me. I see that fire button in the cockpit. I feel like I should have missiles or something.
That lap was a 2:03.14.
That prototype not sticking first time when he turned in, did it? Slid. Just about kept it. I love watching these cars move through that corner. Maximum revs. That corner also was really satisfying when you get it right. You just sort of roll the car in and then you just smash out and the car just grips instantly. Not looking forward to doing it in the old GTR LM, but that's the fun, lol. Oh, McComas has spun. Not close enough for us to overtake him though. That would have been good to finish ahead of him. This could be interesting. The best thing you can do as a GT driver is just try and drive your line, and you have to let these guys just work their way around. I mean, you can get off the throttle sometimes, but you have to be really good at staying on your line, because the prototype drivers are relying on that when they're past you. That's why you get people make these really hairy passes sometimes, where they come like millimeters away from your car, because they know you're going to drive a certain line, so they take as much as they can to try and limit the damage that comes from overtaking a GT. Really interesting being on the other side of it. Definitely a learning experience. There's another talk to the car, getting my car sideways as I try to accelerate out of the corner. Oh, McComas in the pits. I'm going to beat him out of 10. Just a bit of throttle there to balance the car. I actually went a little bit too deep into that. Blue flag, so I'm going to just lift. So there it's easy just to lift out a little bit. I'm not losing any time really, minimal time, you know, maybe half a tenth at the most. It just means I haven't got to go side by side and lose more time doing that. Oh, well, Nate's taken Bailey. Bailey's fallen back a little bit. Ooh. I wonder if Bailey's tyres are gone. Coming up to nearly 5 minutes to go now, so tyre conservation's been good. Interesting to know what I can do though over a stint. My front left looking very healthy. Like, if I didn't have those spins, I think the rear left would still be around 65% or so.
That lap was a 2:02.08.
Get in there. Oh, this looks like Cyril is disconnected in the prototype. Or crashed, I'm not quite sure which one. It's a shame to do that, I've only 5 minutes left. There's a little warning there. Left nice and early. It's been a really good drive from me. I mean, like, I don't say that in a big-headed way. I mean, there's been not too many mistakes. I mean, a couple of going wide like that, but otherwise it's been pretty clean. I've not had any big offs or anything. Nothing too scary, which is good because I've been really doubting my ability recently with VEC, and having these incidents, and just I feel like there's a common denominator, you know. I don't want it to be a point where I have these incidents every race because I'm driving maybe too aggressively or not looking after the car enough. A bit wide there. Just I've started to praise myself. Oh, top 20.
That was a
Nice.
2:01.78.
What's the prototype doing? Scaring me off the tracks what it's doing. Three minutes left, 8 minutes of fuel left, which is good. About 4 laps. Should be plenty. But wait for that white flag call, should come probably lap after next. I'm gonna drift on. So it depends when our leader crosses the line. Looks like Bailey not quite able to hold on to the car on his latter stages. Leading the entire race and drops to third at the end. Be interested to hear what he says about that. It's not too far ahead of most, still within attacking distance. That's one of the P2s have gone round. It looks like Bailey's made a mistake somewhere because Adams has pulled out a second on him out of nowhere. I really do think that maybe Bailey's tyres are shot. Matt Horry's running very low on fuel. Now I'm catching him.
That lap was a 2:03.54.
One minute left. I need some torque there from the old Bimmer engine. Captain Bailey really coming down now. See. Maybe he's got an issue. Maybe he is running that low on fuel. Maybe the tyres are still that broken. Hard to say at this point. No, he's still going. I don't think we're going to be close enough to do anything at the end. I think he's timed the tyre wear right. But Nate has done superbly well in that Porsche, considering the last race he was just drifting everywhere. Bailey's time tumbling down now. He's in the pits. Must be a splash and dash from him. This race becomes interesting. Where is he? He's just come out.
That was a 2:01.58.
Don't think we're close enough to do anything. Oh, I messed up T1 big time. 3 seconds up the road now, Bailey. Oh no, Timmy. See, as soon as I start overdriving, goes away from me. Oscar crosses the line, wins his class. Shame I just wasn't a little bit closer to Bailey. With that bit of fuel now, is just rocket gone back up to pace again. And that's the difference between us. Hoping, yeah, this is our white flag lap. I'm pretty sure, yeah, everyone else is finished. Just us now. Oh, yellow flag. It's Hodge binned it. Gap to Hodge is flying down. Where is he? There he is. Out of fuel. It's gonna be a podium for us. Right at the last second. And we end up third. Nice. Did not expect that at all there from that. Bad luck to Hodge there. Running out of fuel right at the very end. But that gives us third place after a pretty lonely race. All hooked up at the end there. If I didn't mess up my braking here, we could have maybe challenged Bailey for second place, but looks like we did pretty well managing that fuel then. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed that. I did, it was a good race. Pretty consistent on my behalf. You know, coming away with a podium is pretty rad, especially in my first race in a GT for a very long time. And let me know if you enjoyed this sort of format of me sort of half paying attention and talking and half driving seriously. And yeah, well, hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, sorry, next video will be better. Anyway guys, take care and have an awesome day, and more videos coming up.